I just told myself, I said, Jakes, you are dead. That day, I bought sniper already. I did whatever. I didn't want to kill myself with knife. So I just want to go like you get. Just so I have contemplated because I prayed. There's a time I prayed for like 2 weeks for God to kill me, but He didn't kill me. So I felt, okay, this is the best way to go. I bought sniper. I bought a lot of medicine, drugs. I just mixed them plenty. So when you take a lot of dose, somehow you'll be affected.
Hello guys, my name is MJ Young and I'm the CEO of FX Oracle AI Global. In my last video on the dark truths of Forex, I was talking about how to avoid jail as an upcoming Forex trader. I mean, we have seen your feedback in the comment section. It was amazing and it was actually incredible. Now today we are going to be bringing real story, real people, real traders who want to tell us who are going to be telling us about their experience with people's investment and how either they went to jail or how they avoided jail. Please, I want you to stay tuned. This video is for everybody. Whether you're a friend to a Forex trader, whether you're the family of a Forex trader, or you know a Forex trader, or you want to be a Forex trader someday, this video is going to help you, because in this today's podcast, you will be learning more about what takes people to jail. I mean, experientially. And then you will also be seeing how to avoid it by the experience of somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the stories like we normally do. Today, we have Sir Jakes in the house, and he is an experienced Forex trader, and he is going to be sharing with us a lot. Please stay tuned and let's listen. Sir Jay, you are welcome to the Dark Truths Today podcast.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to be straightforward with you today, and I'm going to be raw because my people love my podcast and they want to really, really hear from you. And from my experience, I'm aware that you have run an investment, a company, an investment that collect money from the public before. Is that true?
That's true.
Okay, so I'm going to be asking you questions about that. Just feel free to really express yourself and tell us so that people out there can learn from you. And my first question to you today is going to be, can you tell us what was the profit margin like and the company that started this investment program, which you were the CEO and you were the founder before it got into trouble?
Well, actually, when we started the company, we had a very high return of investment, which is about 50%. 50% that ran for almost close to a year, like 8 months.
Wow, 50%.
Yes, 50%. So when at the point of registration with CAC, we were advised to reduce it because of those bank laws and stuff like that. So we reduced it to 20%. So it ran, we ran it for 20% until we had that issue.
Hi, don't skip this video because this may be the only video you may ever need in the Forex space online. My name is Sir MJ Young and I'm the CEO of FX Oracle AI Global. Are you struggling with consistency in the Forex industry even after many years, or you are a newbie and you want to start your journey rightly? I am hosting the last Forex boot camp in the Forex space on the 12th and 13th and on the 26th and 27th of this month. It's going to be 2 boot camp in 1 month with amazing access. In the Forex last Boston boot camp, there is no fee, no buying of courses, just mentoring and giving you the opportunity to test proven strategy and AI with more than 1 year performance result on live account. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your last bus stop, and this is where Forex Without Tears starts from. In this Forex Bootcamp, you will be given access to 2 top most profitable robots and software that most top Forex brokers and professionals are keeping away from you. Click the link below and chat us and join 1,000 traders around the world from different countries who are already using this robot in this bootcamp. Thank you and see you there. How long did you run it plus the time it was non-official and when it became officially registered with CAC?
Okay, it's about a year and 5 months, 6 months thereabouts.
And you were paying 50% as a Forex trader, and then you reduced it to 20%.
Yes.
Like how many investors did you people had altogether?
Totally, at the time of when we had that issue, we're about 320 something, 321.
And the portfolio totally, was it up to 300,000 in exchange rate then? $300,000.
We are talking about well over $400,000.
Over $400,000.
Yes.
That is amazing, guys. The dark truth today is going to be really, really real. $400,000.
Yes.
Subjects, I'm curious. What happened to the $400,000 investment? How did the downside? Was it a failure in the strategy? What really happened that led to the crisis in the company?
Well, let me say, it's a myriad of challenges, right? First, it started when I lost my daughter in around October, November.
Okay, please speak up.
Yes, I lost interest with the company, with trading, so I stopped coming to work. Now, before then, I do all the trading myself. If I'm going to delegate any responsibility to any trader, I have to give the signal, right? So, as at that time, now instead of just keeping monies sitting there, I have traders who I pay salaries but are not trading. So most of the times they do analysis and then I check it. Okay, so now I have to give them responsibility to trade because they're already complaining, okay, they are traders and stuff like that. And so I gave them the responsibility to trade, and then I gave a go ahead to the manager to fund and to withdraw however it is so that we can pay investors. So one mistake I made was that I removed my eyes from them. So there's a lot of losses. They will lose this money and then I'm refund it without my note. I'm talking about thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars, $10,000, $30,000, $50,000. It goes like that with no information. Now, at the time, when I got to know about these losses happening, it has gone too far. So that is on one aspect.
Okay.
So I had to think as a CEO. Because okay, right now you know that one mistake we can make as traders is we want to let me say to recover your loss from the market, so you will run into more problems. So I decided to go into corporate investments with the reservoir funds because we had reservoir funds. So I went into corporate investments with some people. I don't want to mention their name right now, but of course we had issues with some of them. So I went into those things trusting, okay, these are reputable people, but all turned out to be a scam. You know, so at the end of it, it's just one story or the other, one story or the other. So the only thing that is standing right now as I speak to you is the farm that I started, the oil palm plantation, of which we invested a little that time. That's the only one that is standing right now. So it's a myriad of mistakes, myriad of these challenges. Now, as at the time, 2021, early 2021, January, there's a lot of issues globally, you know, and those sudden crashes like that. So a lot of investment went at that time. So I really do not blame them at that time for making that kind of losses, but I should have been aware of what the situation is, but I was totally out of it.
Okay, so thank you so much. Now I can understand. So I would like to know prospectively about $400,000.
Yes.
I mean, downsized,
Yes.
went on because of mismanagement and because of a lot of other things.
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe before we go in, I would like to, I mean, you are the founder and the CEO of the company, right?
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell us something very, very important? What are the three major mistake you could tell that you made that fellow traders, upcoming traders, top traders can actually learn from?
Okay. There are more than three.
Okay.
Okay. So number one is, as a trader, never receive money from investors.
Never receive
money
from investors.
Because if the moment you do that, what you have done is that they transferred 100% of the risks to you. That's what they just did, transferring 100% of the risks to you. So as far as they are concerned, or whatever law is concerned, you are supposed to give them profit. If not profit, at least their capital. And we understand that even before you open any Forex account, they will tell you that trading is not suitable for every person, because you can lose all or part of your capital. So you need to understand that law even before you can create an account. And this is the market you are dealing with. So you cannot afford to take 100% risks from an investor. So that is one mistake we made. So taking monies, it was even, let me say, it is a limited liability company, right? But you take money into that limited liability company, and that is one part. It is even worse enough if you receive that money into your personal account.
Really?
Yes. Because a limited liability company, there's a way it works. Okay, so it functions as an entity. It's separated from the board of directors. Except the limited liability company is wound up, the board of directors cannot be sued.
Hi, don't skip this video, because this may be the only video you may ever need in the Forex space online. My name is MJ Young, and I'm the CEO of FX Oracle AI Global. Are you struggling with consistency in the Forex industry even after many years, or you are a newbie and you want to start your journey rightly? I am hosting the last Forex boot camp in the Forex space on the 12th and 13th, and on the 26th and 27th of this month. It's going to be 2 boot camp in 1 month with amazing access. In the Forex last bus stop boot camp, there is no fee, no buying of courses, just mentoring and giving you the opportunity to test proven strategy and AI with more than 1 year performance result on live account. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your last bus stop, and this is where Forex without tears starts from. In this Forex bootcamp, you will be given access to 2 top most profitable robots and software that most top Forex brokers and professionals are keeping away from you. Click the link below and chat us and join 1,000 traders around the world from different countries who are already using these robots in this bootcamp. Thank you, and see you there.
But this is Nigeria, so things just happen the way they do.
So the first mistake was you received money directly into the company's account.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the first mistake you make. Now, the second mistake is not drawing out a formal contract with investors.
Please tell us more on that.
Now, on the form that they filled, their informations, whatever it is, there is a disclaimer there. And we took that disclaimer from a broker, Xness, directly, and then we put it there. Trading is not suitable for all persons because you can lose part or all of your investment, right? We put it there as a disclaimer, but it's not a contract.
Wow.
Yes, because...
So just a minute. So there is a difference between disclaimer and a contract.
Yes.
Before you go further, at what point did you know that? Was it at the courts when you are being sued?
Exactly.
To the court? That is when you...
That is when I got to know that there's a difference. A disclaimer is just an information. A contract is a legal document binding you and the investor. All right, so I can say, don't enter this door. I didn't tell you why. Even if I told you why, do you understand? You can hold me accountable for it, for not telling you that, okay, there's water on the floor. After all, I'm a staff. So as a staff of the company, If I injure myself in your premises, you should take responsibility for it. There is no legal document to say you are exempted from it. Do you understand? So I just said, don't enter the door as so. It's just an information. But if the staff at the point of employment sign that document, this is the contract of employment. You must not, because there is water on the floor, because we will not be, we are not liable for any loss or any injury. Then that is now a binding, let me say, agreement or contract or legal terms binding the both of you. So that's the difference.
So most of the forex traders and account fund managers we know, what they have is disclaimer, where they tell people
it's just an information.
Just an information, where they create an awareness and said forex is a high risk, investment or stuff like that. Trading is not suitable, and then you can lose all your money. They just put an awareness, not necessarily a binding contract.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So that is number 2. Traders, I hope we're getting this, guys, and it's going to get more tougher. And please, can you tell us, number 3, what other mistake did you think you made that traders can learn from? I want to really learn.
Now, number 3 is I removed myself from the process. So as a trader, never remove yourself from it. If you're starting a company or you're trading yourself, never remove yourself from the process. You cannot trust somebody well enough with people's money. You can trust them with your own money, right? This is your own money, but not somebody else's money. So I removed myself because I felt, okay, I was grieving or something like that, so I lost. Now we're talking about a company with 3 branches.
3 branches?
In Zaria, Jos, and Owerri. Doing very well, right? So I removed myself from that's number 1. I don't think even Elon Musk removed himself from the process. He knows every single thing. You have to be involved. If there is any analysis, it must pass through you before it has to be executed. Okay, so you need to put yourself in it. Now the reason is simple, because now that when I began to have that issues, none of them were around.
Really?
They blew all those money, they gave all those advices, but none of them were around. In short, they called me names. I was the only one going to court. You are aware. You ask some of them at a point, since when this man has been going to court, have you ever followed him? What was the answer?
No.
So they were not there. So that is the mistake. When you remove yourself out of it, you will also bear the brunt at the end. So you should never remove yourself from the process. Be there.
And that brings me to an important point. You will always be the one to take the responsibility and the fall.
Yes.
When it comes to the credit, everybody will take it. The team will take it. But when it comes to the fall, it is always going to be you. That means you will fully be accountable for it.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. Now, that is amazing. And just to get another background checkup for the company,
yes.
How many were the total staff? Let's just get a sizing. How many were the total staff in the 3 states, both maybe online, offline, how many?
Now, we had several staffs. We have paid staff, and then we have volunteer staff. For paid staff, there are 74.
74 paid staff?
Yes, 74.
Amazing.
And inside that thing, you will see some of them.
Okay.
But the one inside that, the magazine you have, we don't have the branch in Owerri.
Yeah.
They are not there. So paid staff are 74, but unofficial, this volunteer staff, about 21.
Wow, that is about 100 staff.
Yes.
Oh, that is amazing. Okay, guys, now let's go deeper into finding out what the CEO, I've learned from this experience, because it is obviously that things went bad. But let's hear from him. Let him tell us exactly what really happened. Sir, I just wanted to find out, were you sued to court? Were you taken to court?
Oh man, court became like my house. The police station became like my second house, because there is no week, I'm talking about in a week, like 2-3 times, you will see police come to the house with their van, sometimes with siren. You understand? And you're wondering whether maybe there's an armed robber here or a Boko Haram person here. But I'm just there. They will come hitting the door. Now, at that time, I just had my son.
Really?
Yes, at that time, he was just born. So he was just days. Okay, he was just days. I remember one of those times that it happened when they came. They just came back like 2 days from the hospital when they gave birth to him. And then they came hitting the door and all those kind of things. That he developed fear. Do you understand? When he was even 1 year plus, you can't drop a spoon. He will just react somehow because of that trauma. All right, so, and the court process is another issue because there is no week I don't appear at court, sir.
No week you
there is no
don't
week.
apply.
Sometimes twice.
You don't appear, I mean.
Exactly. Now, don't forget that I said we have like 300 plus. Now, the court is not just in Jos. I'm talking about Zaria. I'm talking about Owerri. Sometimes they even clash that we need to reschedule, beg some, and you get. So it was just a disaster. It was just a disaster. Now, I wasn't even able to name my son. I was in the police cell.
What?
Yes, I was locked up. So my son's naming was done, but I was there in the police cell. It was somebody else that named my son. So that is how devastating. Your peace will leave. You don't have rest of mind. You are always in a constant. Okay, you are at alert. Okay, that anybody can just come. Police can just come. I'm talking about even 2 o'clock in the night. So you don't know whether they are policemen, whether they are armed robbers. But because they came with siren, and some of them, most of the time, they don't come with uniforms. They will just wear the black you get, and then they will come with guns. So it was constant. It was a constant thing. It was a constant thing. There is no police station, let me say, in Jos that I've not entered. Like I've not slept in. There is none.
I'm speechless at this point. Man.
So it got to, police now became like, they know me, I know them. Right? We pass on the street and then they call me some kind of names, and we so it is just a disaster. It's just a disaster. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. I'm not talking about the lack of peace now. I'm not talking about, so it affected a lot. My psychology, my marriage went, you're aware, it went because of it. Partly because, yes. So I will not exempt this from it. I know it added to some of those pressures and this thing. So there's nothing I didn't lose. I've contemplated suicide many times. I wrote you a letter, I remember. I sent you a text one of those days. I said, whatever it is, take care of my son. And when he's 8 or 10, I said, teach him Forex. And then you said, come immediately. That day, I bought sniper already. I did whatever. I didn't want to kill myself with knife. So I just want to go, like you get. Just so I have contemplated, because I prayed. There's a time I prayed for like 2 weeks for God to kill me. But he didn't kill me. So I felt, okay, this is the best way to go. I bought sniper. I bought a lot of medicines, drugs. I just mixed them plenty. So when you take a lot of those, somehow you'll be affected. So I got those. See, the only person I was thinking about is my son.
Hi, don't skip this video, because this may be the only video you may ever need in the Forex space online. My name is MJ Young, and I'm the CEO of FX Oracle AI Global. Are you struggling with consistency in the Forex industry even after many years, or you are a newbie and you want to start your journey rightly? I am hosting the last Forex boot camp in the Forex space on the 12th and 13th, and on the 26th and 27th of this month. It's going to be 2 boot camp in 1 month with amazing access. In the Forex last Buster boot camp, there is no fee, no buying of courses, just mentoring and giving you the opportunity to test proven strategy and AI with more than 1 year performance result on live account. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your last bus stop, and this is where Forex without tears starts from. In this Forex bootcamp, you will be given access to 2 top most profitable robots and software that most top Forex brokers and professionals are keeping away from you. Click the link below and chat us and join 1,000 traders around the world from different countries who are already using these robots in this bootcamp. Thank you and see you there.
So at a point, let me say, it's my little motivation to be alive. So at the moment where I sent you that text, that was my breaking point. I reached that point. And the moment you called me, you said, come first. He said, come first. Whatever you want to do, come first. And when I came, one talk lead to another. I think we didn't even talk about it until the next day or so. Yeah. So I know about that time. I know about some traders that killed themselves. One killed himself because of $3,000. I was like, you're a very stupid boy. You killed yourself because of $3,000. I heard some guys in Lagos that killed themselves because of $6,000, $10,000. But what am I dealing with on my own hand?
About $400,000.
Exactly. Now, I'm not talking about monies of people. I'm talking about monies of people in authority, sir. Some of them are senators, serving senators at that time. Some of them are working the EFCC. I've gone there. I've been invited.
By the EFCC?
Yes. Some of them are police officers. I'm talking about big shots that can do like this, and I'm gone. So it's not just the police cell. So I've gone to prison twice.
You have gone to prison twice. Guys, I think we need to listen to this. Please, I want you to watch my video. You can look at it up, okay? Just a reference around the screen. You watch my video on how to avoid jail as a Forex trader. Very important. He said he has gone to jail. So he's going to be telling us more about it. Subjects, please, do you mind sharing with us?
Yes. Now, officially, I was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment in one of those cases, and I called you immediately because they gave me an option of bail. It's either 1 year imprisonment or I pay some money, right? And I called you immediately, and you came through. You understand? So, but they gave me some time to pay the remaining. So that was one of those cases. Even though it was shady, the judgment, I don't know how it went, but when I went for appeal, I won that case. Actually, I won that case later, but the damage would have been done. Okay, and I was conscious about not going there so that I would give my biometrics and all those kind of things because it will affect later. So officially, I was supposed to go once. The other cases, I won those cases, all right, because they didn't go to the proper channel. They sent their money to limited liability company, not to my personal account. So a limited liability company is like an entity on its own. Okay, so I won some of those cases, but that one, I lost that case at first, but won later. But unofficially, maybe because they have favors with lawyers and backdoor, they will just capture me like that. That was how I went to jail the first time. And I spent 5 days. Man, it was horrible.
Wow, tell us.
It was horrible. I remember the first day I got there. They just took me. They called me Johnny Josco. So they took me to this place. It was like 3:30 in the afternoon. But the moment I entered this room, there is no window. There is no window. Nothing. Like it was darkness. Like 3:30 in the afternoon, sir. They put me there, and you can't see anything. I'm hearing voices at the other, because obviously there are several cells. But in my own particular cell, I was the only one. So I was hearing voices. Then I noticed they brought food in the evening around I don't know the time, but I'm just suspecting about 7, 8. Then they brought in takeaway, very dirty takeaway. So they brought the thing, it's like pap on one plate, and the other one looks like soup. Then they just drop it, and then they left. So the other guy, there's somebody in the cell, the Fulani guy in the next cell. He said, "Can I drink Hausa?" That, do I understand Hausa? I said yes. So he said that I should leave the tuwo. Gabza, they call it gabza. That I should leave it to solidify, else I will not be able to eat it. So I said okay. So when it was time to eat, he now told me, that means you can eat now. Okay. So when I caught and put it inside the soup and put it in my mouth, I just told myself, I said, Jakes, you are dead. Because that is just water and cooker baobab leaf that they grounded. No sugar, no salt, no Maggi, nothing. They just poured baobab leaf inside water. That is the soup, sir. Nothing again inside that thing. That was the soup. I just told myself that. And I've not eaten since morning because they caught me. I went to court in the morning thinking maybe after the case I will come back. So they caught me on my way from court. That's how they picked me. Are you so person? Yes, enter. That's how I came to the prison. So I stayed there for like 5 days. So that day, they said that place is welcome. I was noticing ta on the floor. Where is water? And it was let me say, it was not rainy season that will say, okay, something is leaking. It was later. My whole body was covered with bed bugs. So it was bed bugs that was falling. In the morning, I saw them on the ceiling. Bed bugs. Covered everywhere. So, bro, that place is horrible.
Wow. Guys, now, there's a difference between teaching you knowledge and giving you experience. This is real stories, real traders. This is real life. I actually went this far to bring him so that he can tell us his experience. Now, there is somebody right now, you're listening to me, and you still feel you know what you are doing. You still think you can still go ahead to collect people's money. Let me tell you, at first, it will look like there is no problem. In fact, people are going to they'll be friends with you. But let me tell you something. People will never love you more than their money.
Exactly.
It is when things goes wrong, you will understand that people truly love their money more than you. I'm so sorry, Sir Jakes, for that. And for the harassment and everything. Thank God you are pulling through. Yeah. Can you tell us now why you are still going through these issues?
Yes.
And going through this crisis, were you also paying debt at the same time?
I paid a lot of debt. I've paid a lot. I returned a lot of money. I'm still paying to today.
Wow.
And no matter how long it takes, I will pay up. It may take time, but I will pay up. Okay, now officially the company is no more, it's just there, all right? But I'm the CEO, I'm the person in charge, and of course, because of my integrity, because of God issues and all those kind of things, I needed to pay. If I'm not able to pay until God calls me, fine. But as long as on the earth, there is no single month I don't pay somebody. There's no single month since 2021 that I've not paid somebody, no matter how small. So I always make sure it is something I do.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sir Jakes.
Yes.
Your story is inspiring, even though it's sympathetic, but it's touching. And I think, for the traders out there, for myself, I'm getting to learn a lot, and I believe a lot of people are already learning a lot right now. Yes. Okay, guys, we are coming to the end of this, but I'm going to tell you something again. Now, I want you to watch my video, just in case you have not seen this video. I want you to search it out, watch my video on how to raise capital without going to jail. How to raise capital. I'm going to be dealing with showing you 5 ways to raise capital. Now, in that video, I'm not going to tell you directly, but if you're listening to me right now, follow the link. Go to the description. Go to the description part of this YouTube. Click the WhatsApp link. You will be seeing, you will be joining my community, not just a community, my Forex boot camp, which I call the last Forex boot camp. The other name I call it is the next level boot camp. Now, that is a turning point for you. In that very boot camp, in this month, I'm going to be teaching you, number 1, the 5 peaceful way of raising instant money. I will be teaching you how to raise money without going to jail, without getting into trouble, as I do. There are some things I'm going to be talking about. Please make reference to it. Make sure you join. If you are not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe right now. Because if you don't subscribe or click the notification button, you might not be seeing MJ Young again. But remember, I am one of the top best coach in this industry. And the good thing is, I do not hide anything. I am real, and this is the dark truth of Forex. Hi, don't skip this video, because this may be the only video you may ever need in the Forex space online. My name is MJ Young, and I'm the CEO of FX Oracle AI Global. Are you struggling with consistency in the Forex industry even after many years, or you are a newbie and you want to start your journey rightly? I am hosting the last Forex boot camp in the Forex space on the 12th and 13th, and on the 26th and 27th of this month. It's going to be 2 boot camp in 1 month with amazing access. In the Forex last Buster boot camp, there is no fee, no buying of courses, just mentoring and giving you the opportunity to test proven strategy and AI with more than 1 year performance result on live account. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your last bus stop, and this is where Forex without tears starts from. In this Forex bootcamp, you will be given access to 2 top most profitable robots and software that most top Forex brokers and professionals are keeping away from you. Click the link below and chat us and join 1,000 traders around the world from different countries who are already using these robots in this bootcamp. Thank you, and see you there. You don't want to be on the other side of Forex. Trust me, there is a safe landing, but Forex is the best you can ever experience when it comes to career. I will help you navigate. Join the group now before it is too late. Thank you so much, Sir Jakes, for joining us, and thank you, our listeners. Thank you so much. It's really inspiring. Now, we'll be having other guys, and God bless you. See you in the group. Don't miss the Forex Bootcamp.
Thank you, sir.